Sperm whale jizz, fucking gross.
Oh, gee or Jesus, Marie and Joseph. Not this movie. Now, there is like a lot of people that do like this third one, which, I mean, it's their opinion, but I'm surprised because there's like a lot of flaws to this movie, a lot of bad ones. It could have been done in the right way with this movie, but they didn't went the wrong side of the way. If that makes any sense. So this is Matrix Revolutions. It's a 2003 film, came out months after Reloaded, which Reloaded is a way better film than this. And this movie, a lot of drags, filler. Neo's in the beginning, he's stuck at this subway place or something like that. Waiting for the subway train to get there, and it takes forever, and one guy screws him over. And then with this, talking to this kid, an Indian guy or something. Like, it's so boring. Like, oh, why is he at a train waiting to get on a train? Like, well, what was the point of all this? Like, this is like so boring. It's like, what is going on? Like, I don't even care about this. Another filler scene that should have been cut out of the movie. Him waiting for the train and stuff. He's stuck there, trying to get out of there, and then later on, Trinity and Morpheus find him. Then bring him back to the real world or something. And now they're going to war against the squid monsters. They have this robotic machinery thing to take them out, like it's the Terminator movies or something. And they're shooting them with the machines and stuff like that, attacking them. I'm just not a big fan of the whole real world war that's going on against the squid robotic monsters and whatnot. I feel like they should get some freaking something crawling a goddamn foot. I gotta kill it. Anyways, they should do something way better than that. Like, why would they went with that? I feel like the whole battle could have been, you know, inside of the Matrix instead of outside of the Matrix. Maybe they could find a way inside the Matrix to take care of all the squids inside the Matrix, destroy all of them in there, and there will be no problem outside. I mean, it was fine. They actually still have that war going on, but maybe inside the Matrix to take them out. Which they do, you know, with Neo. Neo take care of all of it. When he fights at the end, he fights the clones of Agent Smith when it's raining and stuff like that. And now Agent Smith can fly. Like, well, what is that? Only Neo can fly. That's why are both of them flying now? That's like going overboard, like they're a Superman and versus Darkseid or something, like some superhero movie. Like, come on, like, why make it so over the top like that? I mean, I didn't mind the fight. It's just that it was like really silly. I mean, I'll watch this and watch Spider-Man 3 again. I'll tell you that. But this movie is like it was like rushed. I feel like they did the two rushed this film. The Wachowskis, I think they rushed doing this film, and they didn't know what they were doing with this. So, like, there's too many things going on in this movie that should do something better than this. Like, the whole time with the movies, The Matrix 2 and 3 are like Star Trek rip-offs and stuff like that. And it was like the Terminator type of thing going on. It's like, it's ripping off the Star Trek and the Terminator in this movie. And a lot of people don't say it, but it kind of does. Not the whole thing, because especially these the captain in the movie, he wearing like a Star Trek shirt or something like that, some made in China version of it. It's like I said, like the colors they're wearing, like even Morpheus, he was wearing red. Is like he's like a captain, and he is a captain. I'm saying he's like Star Trek captain. Like they couldn't come up with their own things. They had to like take it off like Star Trek and freaking Terminators, especially with the machine gun guy shooting the squids. That was alright. It's just I should do something way better than that. It's like some more badass, but it wasn't. Too many scenes also with J. Pinkett Smith flying the ship, trying to take care of the whole situation. And that was like a Star Wars scene where what's his name? Lando was driving the machine with his buddy, and they're gonna take out the Death Star again. That's what it felt like. I felt like I was watching Star Wars Episode 6, the Return of the Jedi. I felt like I was watching that. It's like this movie rips off a lot of scenes from different movies. A lot of people don't say anything about it because, I don't know, they don't think of that like I do. Blindfolded. They're blind? I don't know. Everyone has their own opinions. It's just... Yeah, I really did enjoy the final fight between Neo and Agent Smith. I feel like that whole thing that they're flying in the air and stuff is really silly. I feel like they're just flat on the ground instead of all that flying stuff. I was like, that's like really over the top. And how long was this movie again exactly, if I remembered? Let's see here. I think it was like a pretty long one. Oh, no, wait. It's less than the second movie. This is 2 hours and 9 minutes. So this one, that's like at least like 5 minutes lesser than the other one. 5 to 10 minutes lesser. And this still, it should have been like a lot of things been cut out of this film, I think. And then there's scenes where, before, rescuing Keanu Reeves, Neo, at the subway, they had to go, Trinity and Morpheus had to go to the place, that same guy with the freaking wine glass, he's talking all fruity and stuff, They had to go there to talk to him and find out where Neo is at. While they at the party, and they had to huddle against each other. The Asian guy, Morpheus, and Trinity, pointing guns in case some guy pops out of nowhere and shoots them or something. So they went up there to talk to him again, talk where's Neo, while Trinity points a gun at his head. She don't care if she gets killed or not, because you kill him, that's it. So they decide that they'll tell him where he's at and whatnot. All that other crap. This whole movie is just... Yeah, the whole beginning it was fine. It's just that there's scenes like where Neo's trapped at the subway crap and all that other stuff. And the whole Terminator machine thing fighting the squids, and Jada Pinkett Smith flying the ship and stuff to take care of the business. There's so many things that should have been way better in this movie. The way it should end it should have been like way better than this. I don't know how to explain it, how the third one should have ended, but it should have did it a better way. Trinity gets killed off while she was going with Neo to take care of the whole situation and stuff and all that. And Neo talks to the machine or something, and he goes inside of it, let him go inside of the thing to take care of the business. Like I said, the fight, like I said, Agent Smith. I don't know. Like I said, it's like this movie rips off a lot of things. It's like the second one ripped off a lot of things. Star Trek, Terminator, Star Wars Episode 6. It's like nobody never says anything about that. Only I know that. I just feel like that's how the Wachowskis did. They ripped off other things and put it in here. And it's like it's obvious that that's where they got it from. It's not their own ideas. Well, you see where, Quentin Tarantino, when he steals ideas from other movies, he doesn't, keep it the way it is. He changes it around. They try to change it around, but it's obvious. I can see it still. This is a copy off a lot of other films. Where, the first one actually is their own thing, their own writing and stuff. The sequels is like other films in general, which they should have did a totally different way how to write this movie. Instead of having them party and all that with the other humans that are real humans at this cave place and all that ceremony crap and all that stupid stuff. That should have been cut out in the movie. It was so pointless. I would get so bored watching that scene. I'm like, this is so boring. Can we go to actually go some awesome scenery, fighting and doing this kung fu stuff? I don't care about this stuff. About this dancing, partying stuff. Neo having sex with Trinity. I don't care about that. Why do I want to see that? He gives me boners. Yeah, this is kissing, making out with Monica Bellucci. He's like making out with her, and unless that's the only way he had to do it, so he get answers out of her. We'll find where the Keymaster is at. He had to make out with her while Trinity gets jealous about it. Oh my god, corny romance stuff, getting jealous. It's so dumb. Like, what were they doing? I understand that they like that type of thing, but I feel like no. Wachowskis, well, these sequels should have been a lot better to the first movie. Like I said, the second one's good. It was not like amazing like the first movie, because the second one did have like, a lot of flaws. Like this one has like a lot of flaws. This one has more flaws than the second one. And the guy, you know, like Rambo Wrath for Life enjoys the third movie, which I don't understand, but that's his opinion. And like I said, I'm not really a fan of Link, who was a replacement for Tank in the second movie. I'm not really a fan of that guy, Link. That's funny how his name is. I think was it Link? Hold on. I think it was Link. Yeah, Link. Like the character from Legend of Zelda. His name's Link. I mean, I like the actor. I like him, but he just doesn't have that same vibe like Tank did. Tank actually had like a personality. He was actually kicking ass and, you know, saying all this awesome shit. You know, he actually was a cool character. Link was just, he's okay. He's just a really chill dude. He looked like that guy who used to cut my hair at a barber shop. The guy who played Link. He like that same guy who used to cut my hair. The barber shop I used to go to. But I don't know, man. It should do something better than this. Like I said, I'm doing these movie marathons for these movies because the fourth one's coming out, and I don't trust that movie because one, it's not like one of the Wachowskis is doing that film. Instead of just both of them, the other one don't want to do it. Don't even want to be involved in the situation. And there's no Morpheus. There's no Agent Smith. So instead they got Neil Patrick Harris in there. Why? Isn't he a guy that's more for like comedy? I mean, I understand like Breaking Bad. They had like comedians like Bryan Cranston and Bob Odenkirk playing the roles in that show, and they did pretty well doing serious roles. But the new movie had Neil Patrick Harris. Really? Is he gonna be that same guy who was that Mio Vigian or whatever his name is? Lambert Wilson played him. He was supposed to be like someone like him or something. I don't get what's the deal with that. Like I don't trust this movie. I have like a bad feeling about this movie. I don't know, man. I'm only a fan of the first two films. I didn't like the third one. I don't know if the fourth would be good. It's called Resurrection because Neo's gonna be back from the dead, so he's gonna kick more ass. Hey, who knows? We don't like the action scenes, but everything else probably, hopefully, for the love of Jesus, does not become political film because the Wachowskis are, you know, trannies. For the love of Jesus, hopefully, this film, like I said, hopefully it has no political stuff in there or Black Lives Matter. Hopefully it doesn't have that stuff in there because that will kill the whole trilogy. That'll kill the whole films. It's going to not make a lot of fans happy, the Matrix fans. They're not going to be happy with that. Because the big fans of Matrix, which, I mean, I'm a fan of the Matrix, but I'm not a big fan. I'm a fan of it. I'm watching it since I was a kid, watch these movies. Especially the Animatrix, you know, the animation film. Well, no, that's not really a film. It's like a short. It's not a bad animation. I only watched it once, and that was like when I was a kid. I only watched it one time. That's it. The movies I watched over and over again, except for the third one. I only like watch it like once in the blue. I watched the third movie. I'm not a fan of the third movie that much because it has like so much problems. I just don't like watching it. It's like most of the parts of the movie is like really boring. Like I can't sit there watching it. Like most of it's like boring. Like I sit through, I'd be like, I'm falling asleep. Especially the scenes when they're in the machines, the robot machine shooting machine guns at the squid things. That's like really boring. And the Oracle is a different actress now because the other one died. This time is Mary Alice. So the other one was a different one. She's the Oracle in this one. And people can tell the difference by the faces. By a little bit, they can tell. She does a good job, you know. She does a well job for the other one. Just like how, you know, Harry Potter, where, you know, the first Dumbledore, the first actor died for Dumbledore died. They placed him with a different guy. Which he was better. The second Dumbledore guy who played Dumbledore, he did a way better job than the first Dumbledore did. The first Dumbledore is like, did not fit it to me. He did okay. It's like, I like the other guy better. The second guy's an upgrade. His acting's like way better. He was like a more improvement character, an actor. Like I said, most of the time when The Matrix and Matrix Reloaded, those are the only movies I actually watch on TV. Those are the only two I'll actually watch. Revolutions is like sometimes. Rarely I'll look at it, because I am not a fan of this movie. They should have done some way better. Like, most of the time, it should have been in The Matrix. I mean, at the time in the beginning it was, but after that, it was like mostly in the real world, and they're fighting these squid things, and I was like really bored with that. Which most people were. A lot of people didn't like the Revolutions, like I don't. I mean, the soundtrack was still good, you know. I still enjoy the soundtrack by Don Davis. He still does a good job of doing the soundtrack. Also, you know, I think Marvin Gaye's daughter is in here, Nona Gaye. She was like one of the characters in the movie. I forgot which one she was. But yeah, Marvin Gaye's daughter was in here. Just let you know. And I was like, Marvin Gaye's daughter was in here? I didn't know she was an actress. She was also in like freaking Triple X, the State of the Union movie with Ice Cube, and Blood and Bone with Michael Jai White. Yeah, I never watched Blood and Bone. I heard that's a really good movie. I'll watch it one day. This movie is just... Why would it... I don't understand why they would make a sequel to this. Oh, I mean... What am I talking about? The third movie should have been way better, actually, I meant. Sorry, I'm losing my mind right now. To me, this movie's making me lose my mind. It's not a good movie. I won't say it's awful, I won't say it's bad. It's a bad film. I won't say it's awful, though. A lot of people would, but me, it's bad. There's so many problems. Ugh. But, yeah, and Neo sacrificed himself, you know, he saves the world, he's dead. And he's gonna come back to the fourth one, he's back. Which, I don't know why they even break him back, he should just leave this trilogy alone. So I don't trust sequels. You know how it is with sequels. Well, they try to be like Star Wars or something, to make 6 movies. That's what's going to happen. It's going to be 4 to 6 now. It's not only going to be just Resurrection. It'll be other ones too, 5 and 6. And hopefully, Morpheus being the 5th one or something. Like, you can't have a movie without Morpheus in here. Like, if people keep saying he's not in the 4th one because he got killed off in a video game that no one never played and never even heard of. It's an online video game, came out in like 2010s or something, and somehow a video game counts. How does a video game count? I can see that as a TV show counting, but a video game? Come on now. Like, what do those people talk about? How can a character get killed off in a video game and that counts? No. And hopefully he doesn't get replaced with some other black guy. I heard that other guy who's in that awful Candyman remake movie. Hopefully they bring Morpheus back and not some new guy. I don't get what their beef is with Lawrence Fishburne. Like, he was like one of the best parts of the film besides Neo and Agent Smith, Hugo Weaving. Like, oh my god. I don't know what they're doing with this. Hopefully the 4th one will be good. Hopefully it doesn't give me cut my brain in half or something. I don't know what to say. Hopefully I enjoy this film without any political things in it, or anything that's, you know, Well, I mean, it's fine movies diverse because the other ones were diverse. Hopefully that's no, well, I wouldn't be surprised because the director is transgender, so I wouldn't be surprised LGBT stuff is in here. So could be a lot of that in here. Neil Patrick Harris is gay, so I still understand why he's in here. I don't get it. Just like Topher Grace playing Venom in Spider-Man 3, I still know why I didn't get. But I should get that because, like I said, Sam Raimi did it on purpose. So yeah. You know what you think about it? Maybe that Lambert, what's that name? Lambert Wilson. He didn't do that bad of a job playing that character. Actually, he did fine. Just that I wasn't really crazy about the character that much. Like I said, that Monica Bellucci, she's hot. I mean, who wouldn't tap that? She's hot. She's like an icing on a cake. Well, I mean, she is a cake. Guess that nice pound cake, booty. But yeah, I don't get this movie. I don't get the third one. They should do something way better. Sell this filler stuff in here like they did in the second movie. Everyone dancing around.